here we go. It's cold. So this is the project. Ended up making a deal on it. This guy actually owned my Nova at one point before I got it. The guy before I got it from. 71 C10 beat. But it's got all the parts, got nice interior, hood's decent, fenders are rotted, obviously it's floors, cab corners, everything there. Box is hammered up. Wood floor. Lots of junk. But the guy's cool, the price was right, and I'm thinking it's going to be a short bed. So let me know what you think. We'll get this thing loaded up on the trailer, drag it home, start working on it. Okay, we're all strapped up. This thing is beat, but for a few $100 bucks, what do you expect, right? Hopefully we'll make it home. Life will be good. All right, made it home. Put it in one of the tires. This one, I don't think it's gonna take any air. So we're hoping. My driveway is slanted down, unfortunately, but get it rocking and push it straight back. Hey, so what's still happen? Nothing on the back I care about right now. If it goes to the wall, extend the garage. All right, we're gonna try pulling this thing off, and Maggie's gonna film it for us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fine. It'll push back. Looks like it's gonna do the wheelie right away.
Arm truck. Okay.
Perfect.
That works pretty well.
I have buyer's remorse. Now it's in here.
It's usually when it sits in.
So all you guys do is store a trailer for a guy who tows someone a junk truck for you the same day.
Yeah, that was a quick turnaround.
Well, it needs to be tested out.
Oh yeah, it was a good test run. You know it works.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yep. Well, I made her home. It's been inside for a couple hours. Melting out. So there's junk everywhere. A little bit of moss. So wood floor, obviously it's hammered, but whatever. Tailgate's kind of had it. It's all sitting sideways, but so you know that tire's flat. Unfortunately, the box was kind of haggard, but when this thing was moved around, you can see probably in the back how the box is tilted that way. The guy moved this thing around with a loader and ended up jamming up underneath, so this quarter is really hammered. You can see where the bucket got right under it. So it kind of lifted and shifted everything, which really isn't the end of the world. The box sides, I mean, even if that wasn't mangled, it's mangled up around the arch. Up at the front's real rusty. Up in here at the seam, like there's just nothing to it. So unfortunately, it's kind of crappy. I'm thinking I'll probably just do box sides. So they're not too much money. I think they're $600 or $700, something like that a piece. But hey, I say not much money just for the amount of screwing around you're gonna lose. Otherwise, the header panel's not bad. Tailgate's kind of meh, but you can get other ones of those. The tubs look okay. The little part where they run across and bolt down is kind of junk, but I can just weld a little strip on there. I've done that on trucks before. So take that all apart. I mean, the box has to come all apart, and it's mostly junk. I'll probably keep some of these slats and stuff. But again, so my goal with this is not fixed up for myself or Danielle or anything like that, but it's gonna be for sale. So what I want to start doing is doing the hard stuff, you know, or not so much hard stuff, but labor intense stuff that people don't want to do. So do the floors, do the rockers, do the cab corners, do the box sides, do all that sort of stuff, and then leave the mechanical, the brakes, the suspension, because that's stuff I think anybody can do, and that's the fun part of the hobby, and I'd kind of like to pass that on to the next guy. As the motor, you know, I'm fighting that out. I do have that big block, but I might put an LS in it. I'm kind of thinking an LS automatic short bed be the way to go, you know. Kind of lower it cheap, take a couple leaves out of the back, you know, torch the springs at the bottom, do something like that just to make it look cool, so I can kind of see the vision. They can go from there. I want to put the panels on. I don't even want to do the body work on it. I want it to leave in that black, whatever coating all those panels come in, so you can see exactly what you're getting. Second, it's body worked and primed. I always think it's full of filler, and I'm sure a lot of people do as well. It's got a different setup. So it's got a leaf spring rear, which I guess is pretty rare. I've had another truck with it, so I didn't think it was that crazy, but I guess they all have those coils and arms and stuff. So shorten this one. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do it the same way or my own little way. So we'll see. I think it'll be fun to kind of watch. Otherwise, I'm going to, you know, keep my eye open for some doors and one fender inside. Actually was a pretty decent truck. He started taking it apart, but it's got the door panels, it's got the pulls, it's got the, you know, little insert up there. Yeah, it's got, you know, gauges, the radios over there, all that sort of stuff. Carpet's in it, so I can probably just take that out and clean it up. I don't know. I guess obviously it has to come all apart. The seats had it, but needs a cover. So it's rough, it's rusty, but frame, suspension, chassis, that's all good. So it's mostly just bodywork and stuff like that, and the motor and transmission. Put it together, shouldn't be too much of an issue. Hood was good, so I'm happy with it. It's front disc brakes, 5 lug. So I mean, it'll be a good truck for somebody once it's all done. It looks rough, but I said I only paid a few $100 for it. And a set of headers as trade, and I'm not gonna make this thing perfect. Make it running and driving and flog it off to the next guy. That could be you. So that's it for me tonight. I'm gonna let this kind of melt off. Unfortunately, tomorrow me and Danielle actually go to Vegas for a few days. So I'm gonna try and get out here in the morning, get enough content. I can probably put this video up while I'm gone. And then when I'm back, it'll be a full teardown. I'm hoping tomorrow I can at least go through it, crawl under it, see what I want for parts, get those orders when I get back. I'll have a bunch of stuff. But we'll see. But that's it for now. We'll be back at tomorrow. What's going on? It's next day, early morning. We're actually taking off just a few hours, so I got up a little early. It's still dark out. And it's cold in here. I had this bucket of water. It's ice. So, I want to drag this thing, the front end over just a little bit, kind of get a little crooked, get a little bit more room. It's too long to be in here. Get it up on stands and get under it, just kind of see. Obviously I know I kind of need some floor pans and all that stuff, but I want to make sure for braces and all those sort of things, what I want to accomplish, get a few parts on order, and then I gotta edit this video and put it out there. But I just want to thank you guys for everything you're doing. Subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate that. Shirt should be for sale below the video in a little Teespring or something like that above the comments. Order a shirt, buy a sticker, do all those things. All the money goes right back in the projects, and you look stylish doing it. So I'll get this thing jacked up, take a look at it, and we'll go from there. Okay, it's up in the air. Once it was jacked up, the box kind of straightened out. I guess having that flat tire and all that, it was a little unhappy. I'll show you guys underneath here. It's actually not too bad. Well, I guess it's all relative. So, here's driver's side. Obviously the rocker was mangled, inner and outer rocker, but the front floor pan is still decent. There's a small hole there, so it needs the rear section, and obviously the rear mount and the rear cab corner, but not too bad. The front mount's kind of, might be okay. We'll see if I can get those bolts out, but I think they're cheap to replace. And then the passenger side is basically the exact same. So the front mount's still decent, inner and outer rocker are finished, and at the back cab support, you can see in there, and cab mount have had it. So that's that. Strip it on in here. The bed supports, they're not the greatest, that's for damn sure. Price those out, see what those cost. The thing has to come apart anyways. Otherwise, it's not bad shape. And check this out. Oh, Aussie rear end. So that's pretty slick. Transmission's just hanging there. I might take that out, we're not too sure. But overall, I'm actually pretty impressed under here. It's, you know, the sheet metal's rusty, but the frame and all that is in real good shape. And the floor shouldn't be too much work. We'll see once I get the box off. That'll make life a lot easier. Should be able to take that off just in sections, but that's not happening today. Otherwise, the brakes still work. My back's off the trailer, so that was sweet. All the wheels somewhat rolled. The front one was dragging a little bit, but it was also had a flat tire, so take it all apart, clean it, put it back together. Mostly complete. The guy gave me, you know, bag with all the stuff, all the mounts. The radiator's supposed to be still decent. Got a second fuel tank for it. I don't know what else, but it's mostly there. The inner fenders, you know, a little bit of rot at the bottom, but yeah, that's the next guy's problem. You just buy those. So I'll probably pull all the linkage and stuff like that for the transmission out, kind of clean everything up. Just one small bit of rust on the firewall. Maybe I'll touch that up. We'll see. We'll see how crazy I want to get on this thing. But overall, should be a good project. So let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking shorten it, obviously. Box sides, do all the floors, all those sort of thing. I'm thinking LS swap. I do have that big block, but let me know what you think about that. So LS, short bed conversion, and lower it somehow. Make it look kind of cool. Leave it all just kind of in the metal work I've done. Do some burnouts. Sell it to the next guy. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends. Appreciate it all. I'll be back in a few days and we'll get right back to work on this thing.